Hey, I'm not gonna sit here and claim perfection or nothing like that. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, man. I come from almost every aspect of what that typical black young man to go through in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like coming up, being defiant. Trying to find your way. You not having options and information, so you succumb to some low level street shit, niggas in the street. You know what I'm saying? You probably a leader amongst all the little flunkies. You know, I come from every aspect of that. You know what I'm saying? And making it about that. You get what I'm saying? It ain't necessarily just the financials, but being able to take your mind to a better understanding of how you should operate within this world. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go outside, man, and it's real. Especially if you ain't got the strongest family dynamic. It's easy for the streets to take you in, or you to succumb to some wise devils out here that manipulate your mind. You know what I'm saying? And you may be moving off purity, and you're not educated in how the world works. So you get influenced and you get misdirected. I've been through a little bit of all of that, and but my difference was I always put God on the forefront of everything I did. So He didn't let people come and try to corrupt me 100%. It was not possible. He kept my mind sound and kept me at my own mind, having my own mind. And seeking Him in everything that I've done. So I went through a handful of trials. I done been shot. I done survived that. I done had my head split open. I done had a handful of experiences, not just physical, but things that I can truly say that only God could have got me through. You get what I'm saying? And I see Him in everything. The wisdom of God is not limited to come through a channel that you approve of. So, you know, man, I've seen Him in every aspect till it gets me to a place and has gotten me to a place to where you need to fully submit your will to God. There's no other way. It's only so much. You know, Jesus take the wheel. Hell yeah, you better let Him take the wheel because this shit ugly out here. And you got to keep your mind right. And the only way that you can truly have peace and contentment of mind is through God, man. That's the only way. We want things in the world. You want to be at a place of just peace, man. Me personally, I just feel like the only person that can bring you that is God. He gonna bring the right woman to you. He gonna bring the right man to you, the right spouse, whatever your preference is. He gonna make that happen for you. You get what I'm saying? Acquiring things, being able to be a better person of character and morality. You can only get that through God. That's the only way. Like, I think the best information and education a person can get is knowledge of self and first of all, knowledge of God. Because if you know God, you know yourself. You get what I'm saying? Because He made you in His image. There's no other way. So you carry the same. If you come from that substance, you have the same potential as your Father. You get what I'm saying? So, me personally, if I could tell anybody anything, man, try to build that relationship with God and get a better understanding of God, and ultimately He's going to give you a better understanding of yourself and why you're here in this world. What is my existence? Does it have any meaning whatsoever? And I feel like the only person that you can get those answers from is the one that gave you life itself, and that's God. You get what I'm saying? So why would I follow anybody else? Why would I have 100,000 followers or 1,000,000 followers on Instagram and I don't follow God? Fuck that. I'm following the source. That's who matters. I don't want nothing else from nobody else but God. He saved my life. He put healing hands on me. You know what I'm saying? He put the people in to save my life and to do, every countless other things. You get what I'm saying? So I highly encourage a person, man, if you feeling lost, you feeling confused, you lacking understanding, you feeling like, things is tough, hey, cancel the noise. You get what I'm saying? Cancel the outside stimuli and get on that journey of seeking God. And you're going to find yourself, man. I promise you He's not going to fail you. He'll take your life from zero to hero in whatever aspect, man. For real. And it's like, it's so much going on today in the world that, people question their reality. You go on YouTube, you hear people talking, now you're confused about your faith in this area, or you're confused. Nothing gives you clarity. But I feel like the only person that can give you true clarity, soundness, and contentment of mind is God. So that's the only way you can get through it. Don't let, this world subject you to feeling as if God don't exist, man, because you seeing so much of the world falling apart because it's been defiled by man. Like, no. It's been, you need to really understand God do exist. You get what I'm saying? Look at this world. God give everybody the ability to do what they do, to give you your next thought. You get what I'm saying? So why not follow God? Why not be on the bandwagon of God? You get what I'm saying? Why not hit that follow button for God? You know what I'm saying? There's nobody that's going to get you through this, man, but him. I highly encourage that, man. And if you're facing some challenges, man, understand after difficulty comes ease, man. God ain't got you going through nothing. He ain't putting on too much on you that you can bear, but it's on you to extract the lesson, man, and to truly, take it in stride. You know what I'm saying? Take the lesson, pull from it, make it make sense. He gonna make it make sense for you for sure. That's his thing. It gotta make sense. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, get on that journey, man. Take that walk. I'm far from perfect, man. I struggle every day, to be honest about it. But ultimately, that's where I want to be, and that's where I'm at. It's that journey. You know what I'm saying? Pulling from source, pulling from the one that got me here. I outraced a billion sperms, if not more. He got me here for a reason. He got us all here for a reason. Me, you, us, everybody that's here, that's in existence, man. And may God rest the souls that's not, but we all here for a reason, man. In the season, man. Understand it. Live your life, but live your life with God on the forefront. Fuck these celebrities. Fuck all of these influencers and all of that that's encouraging you to pull away from God. They're not encouraging the best parts of you. You could be successful in all these other areas, but be successful with God. Be successful with your morality. Be successful in other areas of life outside of just the monetary shit, because you can't take none of that shit with you. That shit don't mean nothing. I done been in a rat race chasing money, chasing the success, and then you arrive there and you like, damn, it's a lot to come with that. It ain't cracked up to be what you think it is. You get what I'm saying? You make enough money to buy damn near anything. What you gonna want after that? You gonna want something new after that. So the cycle continues, man. And it's just like it brings you to a place of, hey man, who am I? What am I here for? I know I ain't here to just get money and die, or pay bills and die, or struggle and die. You know what I'm saying? Or just get rich and then get to the top, and then I'm looking down at the bottom and everybody else fucked up. Like, no. Or you got 1,000 people begging you, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's real. Well, maybe we here to help. Maybe that's really what the fuck it is. Hey, man, I ain't gonna talk your ear off, man. Enjoy your day, man. God bless you, man. For real, man. May God cover you in all things that you do. You get what I'm saying? Peace and love, man. Y'all tap in. Communicate with me. Stay in contact. Stay effective, man. Ask me questions. You know what I'm saying? I want to know. I want to know you. I want to know, I want to know what's on y'all mind. I'm engaged. This is new for me. I'm getting in this space. I'm not an internet type of dude. I'm going to be real with you. I'm used to just being in real time, and, the people God put in front of me, he put in front of me. But today, I feel like God is encouraging me to get on this platform and to speak my truth, because my truth and my journey may be a testimony to somebody else. I done been through countless other things, and as I continue to progress in this channel, I'm going to be more open about it, to where I know somebody can relate to this and may pull some inspiration, or they may pull some type of faith to pull them up. I want to help. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to, help those that look like me, that come from my same dynamic. You get what I'm saying? Those that struggling in areas that I struggled in. Cause I noticed the older I get though, I'm talking about not even just older, the more I live and experience in your wisdom, you really start to see people that look just like you, man, and gone through what you gone through. And you be like a coach. You be like somebody that can aid in their growth and help them, and just plant little seeds that can get them to having a better tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So God bless y'all, man. I ask that y'all support me on this. Hit that button, follow, subscribe. Let's go on this journey together. You get what I'm saying? Because it's about us, man. It ain't just about individualism. It's about us. And how can we collectively build and be something to somebody? Because that's all that matters. It ain't a matter about how much money you get. You know what I'm saying? Like monetary, material shit. Like, no, who am I helping? You get what I'm saying? How many people am I making better? You know what I'm saying? Like whose life has gotten, the quality of their life has gotten better off of what we poured into them. You know, we're gonna be selfful too now. We're gonna pour into self though. We ain't about to, yeah, we're gonna do that. But God bless y'all, man, and thank you. Damn, I talked for 10 minutes.